Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So today we are going to talk about Walk with Ease. Walk with Ease is a program we did in May of last year, and we're thinking about bringing it back for September. So what is Walk with Ease? Walk with Ease is an evidence-based exercise program designed for those with arthritis. It is actually designed and created by the Arthritis Foundation, okay? So what else is it? Well, it's a walking program that we do 3 times a week for a total of 6 weeks. So it'll be 18 sessions overall. Walk with Ease is also what we call a closed group. Now what that means is, I need you to come to session 1 or 2, and you can't just drop in at say session 15, because then you're not going to get all of the good evidence-based benefits of helping with your arthritis. So what else? It skipped forward on me. So, while walking as an exercise program, out of all the varieties we have, well, 1, it's inexpensive. For walking, you just need yourself, right? 2, it strengthens your heart and lungs. It does help your cardiovascular system, your respiratory system. It helps build bones. Helps to nourish joints, helps to improve mood, helps to boost energy. Also, walking is self-paced. You do it at your own rate. It helps build stamina. So, not all of us are going to come out the jump be a marathon runners, right? Some people will. Some of us are just going to be at our own pace. As leader of the exercise of the Walking with Ease program, it would be up to me to stay with the last person. So I'm going to be the slowest one out there, so no one else feels like they are rushed, right? So we talked about earlier, it improves your cardiovascular health. We know walking gets our blood pumping. We can adjust it to our heart rate that's comfortable for us. Not all of us can be out there running and getting it. Some of us, our top speed might just be a light jog. Once again, self-paced, you set your own rate. It's a good choice for those who aren't super active. Maybe you can't keep up with the pace of cardio drumming. That's too much for you. But with walking, once again, you set your own pace. You build up as it goes. So maybe session 1, you're out there slow. 2, building a little more. By 18, who knows? You might be that marathon runner out here, right? So, what does a Walk with Ease session look like? So first, it starts out with a pre-walk discussion about walking, exercise, arthritis, or related topics. When I said earlier that it's evidence-based and it's done by the Arthritis Foundation, they're going to let you know about that. They're going to give you the evidence behind it, what helps and how it helps. And each little session is going to have a little education part at the beginning. So you walk away with some more information about arthritis and other related topics, some exercise information. So after we do our pre-walk discussion, then we start with our warm-up exercises and stretches. Each Walk with Ease session is going to start with a 3 to 5 minute walk. Either we walk around slowly or we walk in place. Then we're going to get into our stretches. A lot of the stretches are common stretches that you guys do in your chair yoga already. They have seated or standing positions depending on what your balance can handle. Then we walk for a total of 10 to 30 minutes. The first session, we're just going to do a quick 10 minutes, then followed by our cool down. As we continue through the sessions, we build up our walking time more and more. Okay? After we do the walking, then we do a cool down. Cool down just means we're slowing down our pace of our walking. Then we do our stretches again to prevent any kind of cramping, to help with our mobility. and to keep things from going stiff on us after working out hard, right? So, why a walking group? Well, groups provide social support and motivation. If I just have to get up and all I'm holding accountable is myself, well, I might have said I was going to get up at 6:30. I'm going to push it back to 7 because it's just me. If 7 comes along, I'm going to push it back to 7:30 because it's just me. When other people are expecting you, we tend to have a bit more motivation. Not only that, the social support. It's a lot funner to go walking when you got your good buddy leaving you there to cut up with, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Besides the social support and motivation, maybe they can help problem solve. So maybe you're feeling extra stiff in the morning. Somebody else in the group has a similar problem. They are going to tell you what they do in the morning. You're going to tell them what you do in the morning. Maybe combined, y'all wake up not stiff in the morning. So it's also the support, the problem solving, the holding each other accountable. So now we're going to dive into a quick walk with ease session. So everybody, we are going to walk around slowly for 3 to 5 minutes. I will set the timer. We're just going to walk around the room. Yeah, all our hard work now.
We're going to go ahead and jump into it.
Jump into it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Make your way back to
You
your chair.
were speeding up.
So we've got our warm up.
Are you sure?
Got the blood flowing. Now that we've got the blood flowing, we want it to go into those muscles. So next, we are going to do our calf stretch. Everybody get behind their chair.
Oh, wow.
Behind their chair. Very similar to what you guys do in yoga. I want you to take that left leg, kick it out, left. Left leg, kick it out and back. You want your knee, your right knee slightly bent, but never goes over your toes. Okay, never go past your toes. All right, push that left heel down on the floor. Feel that stretch right in the back of that leg.
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it.
All right, we're gonna hold it for 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
We can do it. Sure.
30 seconds. Come on in, Carol. All right. Switch legs for me. Bring it back. Now throw that right leg back. Left knee bent. Never past your toes. Never pass your toes. Push that right ankle down. You should be able to see your toes at all times.
Push that back heel down. Feel it.
And you should not be bouncing. I don't see anybody bouncing. But that's important that you're not bouncing, because then you're not getting the full stretch. All right, 30 seconds. Bring it on back. Then we have our next stretch. That is our seated hamstring stretch. Gonna start with that left one again. You want your right leg bent, left one out straight, heel to the floor, toes pointed up. Then I want you to bend down, reach for those toes if you can. If you can't, do your ankle, and if you can't bear, to your knees. Hold that for 30 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 30 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath.
Don't forget to breathe. During your stretches, you should always be taking deep breaths to get oxygen into those muscles. That too. All right, switch sides for me. Bring it back. Left knee is the one that's bent. Right leg out straight. Now reach for those toes if you can.
Come here, Toad.
Sometimes you gotta call those little piggies to market, right? All right, that was 30 seconds on each side for our hamstring stretches. For the other two stretches, I have a little video. So, first, we are going to do our hip flexors and quadricep stretch, seated position. So, very similar to one of the stretches that Mina does in her chair yoga. I want you guys to slide that one cheek off, okay? Slide that one cheek off.
To stretch your hip flexors and quadriceps from a seated position, find a bench or chair where you can sit on the edge while holding onto the arm. Gently move your right leg straight back and behind you. Make sure your leg is beside the bench, not under it. Now tuck your buttocks in under your hips. You will feel a stretch on the front of your right hip and upper thigh. Hold the position for 30 to 60 seconds, then slide to the other side of your bench or chair and repeat the process with the other leg.
All right, I'll hold it. No. I had to stop my video from playing on us.
One, two, three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. Now, guys, what we do to one side, we got to do to the other. Got to do to the other. So bend that left leg. Make sure you're tucking your buttocks. 30 seconds. Squeeze. Just feel it all down that bent leg thigh.
gonna be here.
Just 10 seconds left. All right, back to middle. Now, for this last stretch, I'm gonna need everybody to go against the cabinet. Against the cabinet. Cabinet wall, bathroom doors, whichever. You just need a nice wall to lean against. All right, turn to face so you can see the stretch first.
Your ITBs are the muscles that run down the outside of your hips and into the side of your knee. These muscles are often tight. To stretch them, stand up straight about a foot from a wall. Use your hand to support yourself. Cross your left leg over your right leg, but don't put any weight on it. Bend both of your knees slightly. Now push your right hip toward the wall until you feel the stretch on the outside of that hip. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds. Then do the same thing on the other side.
So that everybody catch that, you're leaning against the wall, crossing your legs, and stretching. Whichever is best for you, but you're doing it on the side. One hand is going to be more comfortable. The whole point is that we're stretching these hips here and here. All right, what you do to one side, you gotta do to the other. Other side, cross your legs, lean and bend, and hold for 30 seconds. All right, that's our warm up. The rain has decided to hold off on us. Quick, brisk 4 laps around the parking lot.
Yeah, we're gonna do 4 laps around the parking lot.
4 laps. All right. Then you guys, we just repeat those stretches. So first stretch, calf stretch. Kick that left one back. Bend that right one. Left heel to the floor. 30 seconds. All right, then we're gonna switch.
Well, there it goes. As of June 1st. Oh, Lord, oh, that's terrible. But still not bad for
All right, our seated hamstring stretches. Check that left one out. Make sure you're breathing.
Just finger behind, honey.
Oh, that's okay. I ain't mad at y'all.
We're gonna sit and watch you do all that.
All right, switch. Kick that right one out. Bend that left one, reach for the toes. All right, while we're in our chairs, slide on, kick that right leg down, tuck those buttocks. You should feel stretches in your hips. Stretches in your hips. Make sure you're pushing on that leg on the floor if you can. All right, what we do to one side, we gotta do to the other. To the other. Tuck that buttocks. All right, now's the one where we get against a wall, tree, cabinet, whatever side you pick.
Well, the arm's supposed to be spread out.
So yes, I want everybody to watch me. Put one arm straight out. I'm doing my left side first. I am kicking my right leg over my left towards the wall. Then I am leaning towards that wall. You should feel the stretch all along your hip. Everybody feel that stretch. Make sure you're not locking your knees. Make sure you are not locking your knees. That's a problem I suffer with. Make sure you're not locking.
Don't walk.
Do not lock your knees. You should have a slight bend in your knees, just slight. All right. What we do to one side, we gotta do it to the other. Now my right arm's out. Throwing my left leg over. Leaning towards the right.
I did right arm, right leg.
That's okay, y'all were facing me. It should be the opposite. Should be a slight bend in both knees. All right. That was one whole walk with ease session.
All right.
That's it, you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining